Hey everyone, I'm Nick with chasingyoudown.com. I'm just going to be doing a quick final review of the Spigen Neo Hybrid case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I've done two reviews before on it, and I just thought I would do one final review just to really solidify my final thoughts on this case. Been using it for quite a while now. It's the only case I've been using on the Note 3. It has definitely saved the phone from a couple of drops. I know that the first Note 3 I had, I broke in the first 3 weeks on one drop. The whole screen shattered on it on just bad luck, I guess. But the glass broke very, very easily. So this case has really done what it's meant to do. I do have a few little negative comments about it. The first being that the buttons for both the power and the volume rattle, and that's even the case when the phone is in the case. So it's a bit of an annoyance. I mean, I like my phones to sound like nothing's rattling on them. I know for a fact that when I had the iPhone 5 that the floating lens on that thing made quite the rattling noise as well. It actually drove me to the point that I returned my iPhone 5 and tried out the Samsung S3 and haven't ever gone back to an iPhone since then. So, you know, Apple shot themselves in the foot there. But anyways, the other thing that I am not really too impressed with is the quality of the paint on this plastic ring here. It really does wear off quite quickly. I mean, I've only been using this case for a couple of months, and just from pulling it in and out of my pocket and just normal wear and tear, it's starting to get down to the, base clear white plastic, so all of the paint is rubbing off. If you can see it right here in any of the major spots where it's going to be touching surfaces or your pockets, the paint's really going to wear off quite quickly. So it doesn't look too bad on the silver case, but when you go to maybe the yellow or red, that might come off and not really look too attractive, so that might deter people from really keeping the case for a long time. But in terms of protection, as I said, I've dropped the phone with this case on. The phone was 100% fine. No issues there. Case did its job. This plastic ring did suffer some minor scuff marks into it where it hit the concrete in a few places, but protected the phone. The phone itself is going to be protected because there's a rubber ring that goes around the metal edge of the phone. Oh, put that in upside down. So your plastic ring around the case is going to protect your metal edge. Then you have this outer ring that's going to add as the main protective layer, if you will. And that's going to keep any real damage from happening to the phone, this plastic ring. There's 4 notches on the outer ring that you push into the case to really put it into place. From me taking this case off and on, I've found that the outer ring is starting to bow a little bit. I mean, it's not too noticeable, but it's noticeable enough from just using it after a couple of months. The other thing is that with this backing on 3 of the corners, the case, you have to kind of push the outer ring forward and really play with it, or else, with my case anyways, this backing gets stuck in the outer ring and it just isn't actually meant to be that way. So it takes a bit of work to get it right. And as I said about the rattling, You can really hear it when the case is on, so that's a bit of a drawback. If Spigen could work on the paint, maybe make it a little more durable with just normal everyday wear and tear, and make these buttons a little more stable where they're not rattling as much, this case would definitely be, in my books, the best case I've ever used. Maybe they can find a different option, use some rubber instead of this hard plastic so it doesn't make this clicking noise. Other than that, the case is great. It does add some bulk to it. I know it really is a thin, streamlined case, but anything with this size, when you're adding even a couple millimeters to each side of it, is going to add some girth to the phone. But if you want to protect your Note 3, I would say that this is definitely the case on the market to go for. I know that Spec has come out with a case and it has some rubber ribs on the back that they say is for grip or no slip. I don't really like it. You know, it doesn't really look like Spec is really putting a lot of cases out on the market for the Note 3. Spigen has really came to the market first for this phone, and their products are exceptional. I would definitely recommend you guys checking them out for any phone, be that an S3, S4, iPhone. You know, they make it for a huge range of manufacturers. So yeah, check out Spigen. They're a great case. Stands up to what it's meant to do. Unfortunately, there is a few little minor details about the phone that I would like to see Spigen work on, maybe improve a little bit. But other than that, it's a great case. If you want to protect your phone, get this case. I'm Nick with ChasingYouDown.com. I know that the website still isn't really up and running. It will be coming in early 2014, I promise. And stay tuned for more videos on more product reviews. Thanks for watching.